Hey everybody, it's Mike with Monkey Fab, and today you see I got this POS power steering pump for my car, and the problem is I believe it makes too much pressure. I don't know for sure. I've heard it's a flow issue, I've heard that it's a pressure issue, but I got this pressure reducer kit I should say, from one of the big chain stores. You can check it out. There's the part number. Wow, that focus nice. And this thing puts out over 1,000, I think 1,000 PSI, and this kit will drop it and basically cut it in half, I think, which is a good starting point. So that's what we're gonna do today, is we're gonna try to put this kit onto there. So if you're having, like, you got an old GM with the old power racks, the old power steering racks that were not meant to have new LS power going behind them, then maybe you might want to try this out. Like I said, any of the big chain stores, I'm sure you can look it up online, and we'll check it out, see what we got. I've kind of cheated and read through the instructions online before I bought the kit, so I want to know how hard it was going to be. And it doesn't seem to be too terribly hard. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, O-ring and sleeve. So basically this guy is like five washers. I can show you. So basically this guy is just 5 washers, an O-ring, and like an aluminum sleeve. I really hate seeing these things, so we're just going to try to do it right on me. Hopefully it's so. Oh, good lord. Drain back. So it shows a different pump, so I kind of hope that it is the right thing for what we need, but I don't know. Ow, punto. I don't know if that's even supposed to come out. Looks like it does. Remove the flow valve from the pump. Flow valve is located where the pressure hose connects to the pump. Flow valve. It is 26. So now all we gotta do is somehow reduce 1 inch down to a 1/2 inch. I have made something just for that. Don't want to tighten it. That would be bad. Alright, well, that was easy. This is the flow valve. This is the flow valve. I gotta learn how to enunciate or project. You need to project more. Alright, so 26 mil to get this guy out of the back of the pump, and this guy here holds down this guy here, which is flat side up, and then it's got some spaces and whatnot. And what it wants us to do, let me read the instructions real quick. Okay, it says slide the cover provided. Yeah. And lock this biz ouch into a vise. Cover supplied so you don't damage anything. Any scratches on the flow valve can cause valve to stick. I'm sure that's something we don't want. Remove the 7/16 bolt from the valve. So that's this guy here on the top. Be careful to not lose any of the internal parts, because losing parts would be bad. So we're gonna throw this thing in a vise. You guys still with me? We got a vise. Let me adjust the angle. Let me adjust the angle of the dangle. All right, see, it's got this little aluminum sleeve. It's pretty nice, little crush sleeve, and it just, you slide this guy into here, and then we're gonna take this guy out. So should I leave the soft jaws on? Probably leave it like double the protection. Got soft jaws and an aluminum sleeve. Like a jackass here. Feeling like that's tight. So 7/16. There we go. All right, hey, it was actually correct. Check that out. So feels like it's coming out. So far, so good. Alrighty. All right. It looks like it has a bunch of thread lock shit all over it. Yeah, definitely some thread lock on there. So we'll be sure to thread lock it back in there. Although I'm sure the directions probably tell us to do that. Okay, so it's got this nice little diagram in Meow. And it says throw the shims there. Then there's a nice little chart right there that tells you, you know, what PSI you're running. If you got 0, you're at 1350. And we're just gonna throw all of them in there because I don't mind a heavy steering wheel. I actually like it a little bit. So we're gonna shim the bejesus out of it. It says remove any shims that may be present. I don't think there's any shims. I didn't look to see if there was any shims present. Nope, there's just like a little, uh-oh. That's why it tells you not to lose anything. So it's just like a little pen with a BB on top. So we're just gonna leave that shit in there. Nice and safe. And we're gonna stick our 5 shims on, like biggity plow. See that? Bam. We're just sticking those guys on. That guy right there, you can see him slopping around. And we're gonna slam the 2 back together. I'm not going to jinx it and say that this is almost too easy. But it's not difficult. Okay, remove any shims that may be present and add shims from the kit as needed to obtain the proper pressure. Use a pressure chart below for approximate pressures. Reinstall the bolt with the proper number of shims in place. Reinstall the flow valve. Blah, 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 blah. And that's it for the notes. And they even give you like extra O-ring, replace the one that came out of there, so that's kind of a good deal. But we'll get some Loctite to throw on that bad boy. I actually feel like maybe we should clean it a little bit. Yeah. So I bought this red Loctite and blue Loctite in the jar, or in the little squeezy bottle. I like this. I don't know, maybe other people have experienced this, but I got the roll-on stick. See, you can't see anything. Mike, you suck at making YouTube videos, dog. You suck at it. So I got the red Loctite, bam, that I got from the parts store. And I don't know if anybody else has experienced this, but I had the red like goop-on stick. It's like a fucking thing of chapstick that you put on stuff, and it just doesn't seem like it has the same punch that it used to. I don't know if anybody else has experienced that or not. or maybe they've just kind of toned down. But it used to be, when I was a lad of young, that you put red Loctite on something and you better be ready to fight the battle to get that stuff off, and that just does not seem to be the case with that, at least the goopy stuff. So I don't know. I'm hoping this stuff will be better. I'm hoping this does not see, it doesn't even look like the classic Loctite. So I don't know. Tell me your thoughts. Tell me your thoughts and beliefs on Loctite. So all that really does is just space it up. So like, I'm not trying to say that you could probably just do this at home with some washers, but you wouldn't have the fancy little sleeve. Although, if you knew how to make soft jaws, you might be able to get away with it. Who knows? But it was only like 20 bucks. Well worth the money, if you ask me. All right, so there's our assembly back together, and we just kind of, I'll be honest, I kind of was snugging that down. It kind of felt like it was gonna give way there at the end, like that millisecond that you feel it kind of going squirrely before all the threads strip out. That was kind of the feeling I was getting. It gave us an O-ring to replace this O-ring, so you might as well change the O-ring. Get the most out of this kit. I wonder, those guys do not look to be Loctited in, so we're not going to Loctite them. Dogfight. What the hell's going on with you? Why are you being such a hateful O-ring? There we go. Sometimes O-rings are just hateful. I'll put this guy on in its place, in its stead. Come on, just work with me. Work with me a little bit. All right, we'll clean you up. Fine. That make you feel better? That make you want to cooperate? Now I can't remember which one's the new one, which one's the old one. Fucking moron, Mike. Jesus. If I can do it, you can do it. I guarantee you that. All right. Bam. There we go. And put this guy back down in this little hole. Go back to your hole. Clean this guy up a little bit before I try to tighten it back together. Hopefully it won't leak. It has a look like, you can just tell by looking at its face, like it has a high desire to leak. It's like, I'm not leaking, but give me a little bit. Give me a little bit. I'll leak. There we go. That's down a mil. This guy's down a mil. And should we just blap it? I don't know if blapping is the appropriate course of action. That's pretty good. Okay, so that'll make like a 3-second long video. I was kind of dreading doing that just because it's uncharted territories and dealing with systems that I'm not familiar with. I'm sure everybody has been there. You know, you get in front of some stuff and you kind of stick your head in the sand and just want to pretend like it's not happening. This was bad. I mean, it's probably dangerous, I would say, how soft or light the steering wheel was in this thing. So Anyway, I'm glad one of my friends from Instagram saw me up on the lift and saw I had the thing disassembled, reached out to me and said, hey, I did this. I think he had like a Fox body, and he said it made a huge difference for him, and suggested that I tackle the job, and it was only like a $20 part, probably less than that. And so yeah, super easy. You guys saw how easy that was. And again, for you at home, there's your part number. If you want to tackle that job, I'm sure you can. It's super easy. If I can do it, then anybody can do it. So anyway, this is Mike from Monkey Fab. I hope I learned something. I hope maybe I helped you out. And if I did, be sure to swing by my store and check it out. It's monkeyfabgarage.com. And until next time, this is Mike from Monkey Fab signing out.